Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Rejuvenation. On the last part, we ended up messing up with the past a little bit too much, and the past version of Sheridan Village, and we ended up in this alternate apocalyptic future. I actually really enjoy apocalyptic settings in games, although not so much in real life, so hopefully everybody is staying safe and keeping well. Anyways, on this we're going to go ahead and continue on with the story a little bit. We don't have much else we can do, so we're just going to talk to alternative Kenneth. Suppose you're ready to leave then. Yeah, you could say that. We're setting off now. Everyone ready? Yes, we're ready. Just go for it already. So, if I may ask, what, or rather, where is this place? Are you seriously asking me that question? As if you don't know. Have you literally lived under a rock for your entire life? But fine, play along for now. We're on a place called Earth. Have you heard of it? Ha! Nice one. I'm being serious. There's no other name for this world. It's just a barren, dying planet. Just call it the Earth if you want. If you could even call it that. I see. Are we there yet? Where is there? If you mind telling me? A refugee place called Telia Hideout. Telia Hideout? Yes. Does that mean anything to you? No. It just sounds familiar is all. Uh-huh. Anyway, we'll be talking soon, so hold on tight. Well, we're here. This is Telia Hideout. Did you enjoy your time out, Mosley? Yeah, I did, thanks. Good, because that's the last time I take you out for runs. Was that a dare? Anyway, there's something I have to do before I allow you to run around the island. Sorry for this. Yikes! You punched the crap out of them! Had to be done. Now go get your sister and bring these two to the shack. Icy, are you okay? That Kenneth guy punched us out pretty fast. I don't know what to make of all this. Definitely traveled back through time. I know that for sure. But this isn't the future we came from. Did we do something back in the past that horribly changed the fate of humanity? Is it because we let Vivian live? This is all my fault. I meddled too much. All I wanted to do was help Vivian. Because of me, the world is in complete disarray, and everyone else knows what even happened to them. Stupid crazy bitch. Amber. What? You heard what she was saying, right? Kenneth, she's talking about how she time traveled. She's a lunatic. You brought crazy people to our only place of residence, Kenneth. All that concerns me is that she's not a part of the Renegade. Doesn't matter. She's crazy, and crazy people can hurt us just as much. And what if she's telling the truth and she's not crazy? Does that make a difference? If she's telling the truth, then she's the reason why we're in this mess. She's the reason why my mom was taken. It's all her fucking fault. Would killing me make you feel better? Would you find solace in knowing that you took out the one who put you in this mess? Then just do it already. I'm waiting. Shut up! What? You want a piece of me too? I'll kill both of you. Enough is enough, damn it. Amber, leave. Now. Fine. Get up, Melia. My stomach feels like it's about to explode. Please excuse my stepdaughter. She's sort of a hothead. Don't worry. I've dealt with people. Just like her, actually. Wait, how do you even know my name? Sorry, I took the liberty of searching both of you while you were out cold. I know you're Melia, and I know you're Icy. I also know that you're telling the truth. What do you mean? We left you in here alone so that you would talk amongst yourselves. It's the best way to get information out of someone around here. You talked about time travel, correct? You talked about messing something up in the past. Why believe me? For all you know, Amber could be right. While searching you, I found Pokeballs, items, equipment, badges. Things that only existed in times before this one. There are only 91 species of Pokemon left in this world. There are no need for badges. Yet, it seems that Icy holds quite a few badges, and a Pokédex with Pokemon I've never seen before. Even if you weren't time travelers, you certainly aren't from this world. It's even in the way you dress. You don't exactly look like you've been surviving day by day. You're right. We're not crazy. You've just doomed millions of people. No big deal. As truthful as that is, it's just reality. One that can no longer be changed. As such, you're one of us now. If you stay and help me protect the people here from the Renegade, I will gladly help you both in any way I can. You've mentioned that name many times before, but who are they? We can talk about them later. For now, just survive. Dinner will be ready soon. Now that we have 2 more mouths to feed, we're going to have to cut rations even more. Unfortunately for you two, you'll be given the bottom of the bin. You are new members after all. Fine. Good. There's nothing we can do but just live. We should talk to everyone on the island here and see what information we can get. It's all we can do for right now. And as for Madam X, I know this sounds very, very bad, but I think we should look for her. Although she's our sworn enemy, she's from our time too. Perhaps she has something we can use to get out of this. Anyway, I'm leaving. So that's it. We're finally free to roam on our own, and there's really not much we can do. For starters, we do want to make our way all the way over here, down here on the beach, and trigger this cutscene. Is there something in particular you wanted to talk to me about? Let me guess. Kenneth told you to talk to everyone on the island. Or maybe you just wanted to get acquainted with everyone. Either way, don't get comfortable. I don't think you'll be staying here very long. At least, that's what I want to say. There's no real place for you to go. We might as well at least try to get along, yeah? But that Melia girl, even if she isn't totally loco, that means she's the reason behind all this. And I won't forgive her. No, I can't forgive her. Not after all we've been through. Whatever. It's getting late, and I'm hungry. I'm going back to the settlement. And there she goes. So that's the major character that we have to talk to out here, and aside from that, we just have to run around and actually talk to all the NPCs. I was only a little girl when the calamity happened. I still remember how things used to be. Blue oceans, lush green forest. All of it rests in my mind. It's a shame. That reality only exists in memories now. We're not allowed on the beach because Kenneth said that it was too dangerous. Are you sure you're not part of the Renegade? Last time they found us, they took 5 people. One of them including my brother. I hope he's okay. All I want to do is play all day and night, but Mommy said that makes me hungry faster. She said that's bad because we're running out of food. But I can't help but run around and play. You're the 2 new people Kenneth brought in. Don't you guys look so posh? Do you even know what it's like to suffer? How could you not? And that's all the NPCs on the outside. Or would be, aside from this girl. Almost skipped her. Once heard of the sea being a bright bluish color, not this dark red. But after the calamity, the sea became extremely dirty. Dirty to the point where all of the aquatic Pokemon could no longer live there and died. Now the sea is this ugly crimson color. I guess that's why they call it the Crimson Sea. Alright, this time that should actually be all of the NPCs, and we can go up into the hideout again. We talked to Melia. She'll tell us that she's already talked to everyone in here. We're not missing much. Just talk to everyone outside. And maybe speak to Mosley because she didn't speak to her herself. So we'll do that. We'll make our way all the way up here. Sorry for being gone so long, friend. I was trying to find something nice for you to lay in. Huh? Oh, it's just you. Sup? I was just taking care of this egg Tesla gave me a while ago. She said she found it on one of the ruin runs her and Kenneth went on. I miss Tesla. She treated me like her real daughter. And those stupid and nasty Renegade phonies took her. I'll have my revenge one day. Well, that's enough skulking around for one day. Time to stand around and do nothing. So with that, you'll see that Mosley is talking to Amber over there, and Melia and Kenneth are now in the center of the room. So, you want to know about the Renegade? Before I do, I guess I should go into what brought us all together. Oh, brother. It's this story again. When the calamity happened, my mother passed away, my brother left me behind. Fortunately, my mother left me a boat I could use to escape the region. That region being Kanto, where I was born. For many years, I've been sort of a lone wolf, drifted around from island to island. That was when I met Amber's mother, Tesla. I decided to stay there for a while, and then, eventually, we were together. I don't know if you're aware of this, but this planet isn't in the best shape at the moment. Not in the best shape is an understatement. The planet is dying. Yes, well, the land on this planet has slowly been swallowed up by the Crimson Sea. There are only 5 more islands still standing. That includes this one, and the one Kenneth found you on. 2 others are too small to do anything on. And the final island? That's where the princess lives. The princess? After the calamity happened, the princess took it as an opportunity to try and rule the world. And it was successful. Anyone who defied her was thrown into the Crimson Sea, or locked up in her castle. That's where the Renegade comes in. The Renegade are a bunch of pirates that the royal family hired to capture people who ran away from the princess's reign. We've been running away from them for quite some time. Last time, they were able to capture 5 people. That includes Amber's mother, Tesla. For all I know, my mother could be sleeping at the bottom of the Crimson Sea. Her body didn't dissolve by the time it got there. Amber! What? You know that's what they do to us children of Namira. They take us and throw us in the Crimson Sea if they have no use for us. You fall in, you die. That's just it. I bet the Renegade don't even take people back to the castle anymore. I mean, why would they? This world will be nothing but toxic waste soon anyway. You don't have to be so cynical. Have some hope. Hope? There's no such thing as hope anymore. I'm just going to find a corner and sleep. It's been a long day. Man, what an edgelord. Edgelord or not, I think we should all get some sleep. Sorry, there aren't any beds. You'll just have to find a piece of the floor that's comfiest. Thank you, Kenneth. So with all that said and done, the only thing we can do is make our way over here by Melia and end the day. Okay. I don't know how I'll be able to sleep tonight, but we have to try. Amber, what's wrong? What's going on? It's the Renegade. They finally found our island. What? Are they already here or... Crap. They're here already? That means... That's right. We already got all the other rebels running around here. That can't be. Then it's only us 3? Fine. I'll just go with you all. Amber, you don't have to do that. We can help. Icy and I have strong Pokemon that can turn the tide. Shut the fuck up, Melia. Just shut up. Haven't you helped enough? Stop acting like a hero. God, you're so goddamn annoying. Shit happens, and that's just it. What are you going to do anyway? Fight them? They have my family on their ship. You want to risk their lives just to help? Pathetic. Let's just go already. We don't have all day. You are all now under the custody of the Renegade. We'll be shipping you directly to Black Steeple Castle as soon as possible. Black Steeple Castle? That's correct. My lady, stand tall and be presentable in front of the boss. No way. It can't be. Ah, so we finally caught you, scallywags. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Captain Valery. I'm sure you are all very anxious right now, but I'm here to tell you that it will all be okay. If you behave during your time here. If you behave terribly, well, my babies won't be happy about that. Your babies? What kind of... Yes, I'm referring to my crew. Each and every member here is considered my child. I look after them, I feed them, I even give them work. I don't know what I'd do without them. Speaking of which, babies, what sort of punishment do you think is suitable for these hooligans if they misbehave? Ha! Who would have guessed that? And it's settled. We'll throw these brutes into the Crimson Sea if it becomes too hectic. Take them to the hold. I'll make course for Black Steeple Castle immediately. So we'll be locked up here, and there's not much to do, is there? What else could go wrong today? I just can't believe this is happening. Well, you might not want to jinx it. We got captured. Big whoop. It was gonna happen someday anyway. I'm a little impressed by your optimism. You don't seem to be fazed by literally anything, Mosley. I think it's more like I'm way too lazy to worry, so I just don't. That's probably not good for my health. Oops. For once, I'm gonna have to agree with Mosley. At first, I was damn near pissed about getting caught, but I've already accepted it. Plus, they got everything on this stupid hunk of metal. Yeah, that's the spirit, hothead. Plus, if anything goes wrong, I got this guy. Mostly, how on earth did you smuggle this egg? They were smart enough to take our Pokémon away from us, but not smart enough to find an egg a 9-year-old hid? Well, I put it under my shirt, so it looked like I was really fat. What a bunch of lame losers. Got outsmarted by a 9-year-old. Everyone, I think this is our opportunity. An opportunity? Please do tell. When this egg hatches, we'll use whatever Pokemon it is to escape this cell. It's only an infant, but it should still be strong enough to break some metal beams. And then what, Melia? What can we possibly do after that? It's like you guys said, all the islands in this world are starting to crumble into the Crimson Sea. But you all don't have to worry about that if we have this ship. After we escape, we can figure out some way to take this ship for ourselves. I've heard they grow their own produce on this ship itself. It could be everything we need to survive. Fine. I'll entertain this idea for a little bit. Say this egg hatches and we break out. You expect us to take on an entire frigate, the Pokemon that just came out of an egg? Not only will it not work, it's going to be so cruel to the baby Pokemon. All we have to do is find our Pokemon. They have to be somewhere on this ship, right? Yeah, I'll be able to help quite a bit with Lucario by my side. And I suppose my Charizard could really help out too. Mostly, how long have you had this egg? A couple of weeks now. It started making noises this morning, so maybe we don't have much time to wait. It's settled then. We'll wait for this egg to hatch. Rise and shine, Melly Belly. Did you have a good sleep? You'd think one would get used to sleeping in these conditions after sleeping on them for over a week. I can sleep on rocks and be fine. It literally doesn't matter to me. Right. Well, I can't say these hammocks are that great, but they get the job done. Not that I could sleep that much considering our situation. Don't be so impatient. It'll hatch eventually. I know, but it's not that. It's something you said a few days ago. Back on the island, Ember said that throwing people into the Crimson Sea is just what they do to us children of Namira. What do you mean by that? Who are the children of Namira? If you're female, you're considered to be a child of Namira. Who exactly is Namira? Namira was said to be a goddess in ancient times, though not much is known other than that. History isn't such a big topic around here anymore. But why females specifically? What could possibly make us different? We don't know. They just find us unclean or something. And by they, I mean the royal family, even though it's ruled by a female. What a damn joke. That doesn't matter right now, though. Guys? We have to think about how we're going to go about taking back this ship. Guys? Mostly, shh. The adults are talking right now. But it's hatching! Hella! Always wanted a Pikachu. It's so cute. It scratched me. You stupid little turd, that hurt! It got mad at you because you insulted it by calling it a Pikachu. I believe this Pokemon is called Mimikyu, not Pikachu. It's actually pretty cute. I know it's been years, but I thought I remembered Mimikyu being an unsaturated yellow, not blue. Huh? Could it be that it happened again? This Mimikyu must be a shiny Mimikyu. It's shiny. It's just like Kenneth's Lucario. It looks like that, but now it feels like they don't exist at all. For this Mimikyu to be a shiny Pokemon is nothing less than a miracle. Now that the egg hatched, does that mean we can go about our plan now? Absolutely. We don't have much time until we reach the castle. Hey Mimikyu, you gonna help us out, or what? Who the hell do you think you're giving that look to? Doesn't seem interested in helping us out. Mimikyu, I know this is very sudden, but we desperately need your help. Please help us, Mimikyu. Thank you, Mimikyu. Hey, how come it only likes her? What's so great about her? I don't know, but this Mimikyu is garbage. Perhaps it likes Melia the most because it acknowledged it as a Mimikyu and not a Pikachu? Or perhaps because she called it cute. Mimikyu are known for being insecure Pokemon. In any case, this is wonderful news for us. Let's begin immediately. So with all that craziness out of the way, we can come over here. Okay, Mimikyu. It might be a little difficult, but could you create an opening right here? See? I knew you could do it! Okay, I see. Here's the deal. I remember those grunts shuffling in the room next to us when they took our Pokemon. I bet they stashed our Pokemon somewhere in that room. We'll need you to somehow get in there without getting caught. You've snuck around before, right? This should be easy for you now. We're counting on you. Well, alright, with all that said and done, I guess we have nowhere to go but grab our Pokemon. So this is kind of a stealth section, or as stealthy as it gets for Pokemon. This first grunt, you want to make sure that you're on the far edge right here, and the rest of them are just spinners. So I'm going to turn off the speed up, just to make sure that I don't screw this up. And there we go. It's a very, very small section. As soon as this guy turns, we can grab our Pokemon. And with that, we can head back to everybody else. Although I'm gonna keep being stealthy, just for the sake of it. Ah, I see. We heard some ruckus next door. I assume this means you were successful? Of course that's what it means, Kenneth. Come on, hand over our Pokemon so that we can begin taking this ship back. Thank you, Icy. Thank you. Haha. Now we're cooking. Charizard, come on out. Let's show him what a child of Namir can do, Charizard. Lucario, your time has come as well. That Lucario is shiny as well. Yes, this guy has been my companion since I was young. Come, Lucario, let's fight for what's right. And what the heck am I supposed to do? I don't exactly have any Pokemon on me. Mostly, why don't you take Mimikyu? On second thought, I think I'm just gonna give them the old one too. They won't even see it coming. I'll knock them out in just one punch. I guess you'll be coming with me for now, Mimikyu. And that is pretty much everybody on their way. And so for now, we have a bunch of trainers that we can actually fight. However, we're actually going to skip the trainers that are beneath me for now, and just going to go ahead and head on up these stairs. I don't know, bro. I don't think anyone here cares about how I feel. What was your first guess? And here comes the epic cutscene. So very short, but very sweet as well. Madam X kicks butt. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and head on up here for now and hit our next cutscene. What is this place? I've never seen so many colors in one spot. Indeed, it's been a very long time since I've seen fauna so vibrant. This must be the garden I've heard so much about. You mean the place where they grow their own produce? Correct, though. I'm surprised this ship can maintain an environment suitable for all these types of trees. What exactly is this ship holding secret? Are you crying? It's just so beautiful, man. I can't take it. I don't want to ruin your guys' moment, but it looks like we can't go any further. There are 4 laser beams that block the way onto the deck. Valerie must be trying to keep us all down here. No doubt about that. There has to be something we can do to disable them. Charizard, let's see what we can do about these lasers. Wait, Charizard! Buddy, that's way too close. Crap. Yikes. That laser beam did a ton of damage. You big stupid flying donkey. Don't get close to laser beams. Rest a while, okay? So, yeah. Don't touch these lasers unless you want to experience real pain. I would imagine the shock would be powerful enough to harm all of your Pokémon, even if they're within Pokeballs. Enough already! Let's look for a way out of here. Agreed. There's gotta be something out here that we can use. Let's split up and see if we can find it. Alright, so the time in between when I made the last statement that I just made and just now was actually probably 10 or 20 minutes. I went ahead and I went around and I took out every single trainer, well, most trainers except for the ones between us and our Pokemon. It's actually a pretty decent experience, and in case you're wondering, there is a healing star right here and even a PC star. So, if you want to train up a new member, there is probably enough experience to get it up a little bit. But that probably also depends on its level. So anyways, we're going to be running around and disabling those lasers, starting with the first one, which is going to be right over here. So that's laser number 1. And with this, we're going to actually head on over here into this room, take this warp panel, and head all the way back here to get to laser number 2. I'm going to backtrack a little bit more, and this time head on over here to laser number 3. And finally, I believe this panel should take us to laser number 4. Pretty easy. And we're all done. It's hard to realize that a week has passed, yet it feels like no time has passed at all. Get used to it. Or I would guess you would. This is all we've ever known. Such is the fate of a doomed world. Madam X. Madam who now? I don't remember seeing anyone like you when we boarded this ship. I've stowed away on this putrid ship, much like how Icy and Melia did on this timeline. What are you doing here anyway? Why are you following us? Following? I've only been trying to correct the mistake that you made. To make such a decision that plagued this timeline with nothing but disaster is an act I never thought you'd commit. Perhaps I've been a fool to believe that you wouldn't be so naive. Regardless, I believe a temporary truce is in order until we figure out how to get back to our time. And why should we trust you? Considering how you mentioned a temporary truce, I don't think I should trust you. You are of no importance to me. Shut your mouth. The hell do you think you are? I've done my part and cleared the deck of all its crew. I see. Melia, I expect you to also do your own part by taking down Valerie and reclaiming this ship. If you wish to get back to your time and see those you love again, I recommend following me. Melia, what do you think you're doing? I'm going to follow Madam X. And why would you do that? From the way she spoke, it sounded like you were huge enemies. Is it really that wise to go ahead and trust what she says? If she knows of a way Icy and I can get back to our time, there's no other option but to follow her. You're just going to take her word for it? You can't be that stupid. Madam X wants to leave this place just as much as I do. I don't think she can do it by herself, and that's why she's trying to persuade us into helping her. Fine, you do what you want, but don't call me when you find out she's been tricking you all along. That's fine. If it gets to that, I may just accept my fate at that point. What do we do then? We just kind of wait out here? Yes. We'll leave the rest of this up to Melia and Icy. There's no one on this ship besides Valerie who poses any threat to us. So we should be able to casually wait on the deck until things are taken care of. Fine. Things get bad. Just call me for help, Icy. I'll punch Valerie until she's begging for mercy. And with that, we're going to go ahead and follow them all into the next room. So, you decide to follow me after all. We have no choice but to do so. If you know of a way we can get back to our own time, then I'll gladly accept your temporary truce. We can discuss a solution later. For now, we have to catch Valerie before she escapes. Escape? Why would she try to escape? Where could she possibly go? How do you even know that's the case? Let's just call it a hunch. She must have realized she was fighting a losing battle and decided to hit the road. She must be down that ladder. Let's pursue her. Having to team up with Madam X makes me incredibly uncomfortable. But it has to be done if we want to make things right. Let's just play along for now. If she makes any weird movements, then we'll jump her. If we're together, I feel like we have a chance at taking her down. Alright, cool. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and swap out a certain member of my party for someone else I've had in the back for quite a while. So if you remember, I used Dugtrio against Venam quite a while ago, and I'm going to be using it again. So I guess I'll be getting rid of the Crawdon for a bit. Dugtrio is going to help out a lot in the upcoming battle, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in the front. I probably should have trained it up a little bit here, but I didn't, so we'll just have to hope things work out. So, just a quick update, I'm going to put Blaziken actually in the first slot. I gave Dugtrio the Earth Plate just because I have that. I want this Dugtrio to be as strong as possible. And right over here, right in front of the stairs, or the ladder I should say, I want to make sure I do a safety save and head on down. Going somewhere. What the? Man, you all are so fast. Don't worry about me. I'm just going to be leaving temporarily. You sure you're not getting into that submarine and leaving this place for good? I wonder what your babies would think about that. They would understand, of course. We're losing this fight, so I'm going out to get some help. And where exactly do you think you're finding help? Do you honestly expect to walk back to Black Steeple to tell your boss that you lost custody of the SS Paradise? I'm so sure that would go so well. Fine. That's how you all are going to be, and I'll fight too. If I beat you all here, then I don't have to go back to Black Steeple Castle. In fact, I'll be promoted when they find out I've won. I'll live a lavish lifestyle down in the castle, and I won't have to worry about a thing. So come at me. I've decided this is something I want. If I want it, then I'll get it no matter what the cost. Alright, so this is going to be the Captain Valery battle. We're going to start off with Toxicroak level 72, holding the Assault Vest, so it's very bulky special defensively. Has Sucker Punch, Poison Jab, Drain Punch, and Ice Punch. Dry Skin for an ability, which means it takes more damage from Fire-type attacks. It's going to Poison Jab me, and poison me, unfortunately. But I actually got the crit on this. That's pretty nice. So I'll go for the quick attack and knock it out. Thank goodness for priority. Next up is going to be Tentacruel, so I'm going to send in Swalot here. So this is holding the Damp Rock. It's level 72 again. Has Rain Dance, Acid Spray, Ice Beam, Scald, as well as Clear Body for an ability. So I'm going to set up a Calm Mind and just hope that I don't get frozen. This is pretty much take 2 of this fight for me, and the previous take was an absolute disaster. I got frozen and I got crit like 3 different times, so that was very fun. So anyways, that's perfectly fine. It's going to knock out my Swalot. Swalot put in a good amount of work. I'm going to try to take this out now. Blaziken. So far so good. Next up is going to be Vaporeon. So I'll send in Muck right here. So this Vaporeon is upping a little bit. As leftovers for an item, Acid Armor, Toxic, Ice Beam, Scald, and Water Absorb for an ability. So I'm going to start by knocking off those leftovers while it sits there and buffs its defense. And I got a poison off, so that's pretty good. Next I'll just spam Gunk Shot until I murder it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Thankfully Muck is just very bulky, but I did absolutely nothing to that Vaporeon right there. So I'm wondering if I should really sacrifice it. I don't think Blaziken is going to be doing too much, so I'm going to go ahead and actually sacrifice Blaziken right here. There's still a little bit more I can do with Olo and Muck. So I'll send out Stoutland here, see if I can finish this off. Alright, looks like I can. So next up is going to be the Swalot, and this is what I've been saving Dugtrio for. So this Swalot is holding a Wiki Berry, has Earthquake, Toxic, Stockpile, Sludge Bomb, and Gluttony for an ability. So Gluttony and the Wiki Berry go hand in hand. Wiki Berry will restore half its HP, and Gluttony will ensure that the berry triggers at half its HP. So I'm just going to go ahead and Earthquake this, doing an absolute lot of damage. Get Earthquaked back. I don't know if... Okay, cool, Dugtrio actually survived that. And then I can take out the Swalot. That's pretty good. Next up is going to be the Jellicent, and I'm going to send Muck back in. This too is holding the leftovers. It has Sludge Bomb, Scald, Shadow Ball, and Recover. Also has Curse Body for an ability. All I want is for Muck to hopefully survive and knock its item off, which didn't happen. So that's really unfortunate. It's going to make this battle a lot harder than it needs to be. So I guess I'll just have to send in Stoutland and hit it with crunches. And it looks like I'm actually getting some defense drops, so that's pretty good. One or two more crunches and I should knock this out. And finally, the final Pokemon is going to be a Dragalge. So I'll be sending in Dugtrio once more. This is also holding an Assault Vest, so it's very bulky special defensively. Has the Venoshock, Dragon Pulse, Surf, Thunderbolt, as well as Adaptability for an ability. Ability just means that its stab moves will hit much harder. Venoshock on there is pretty dangerous because a lot of her team members have Toxic, so they can spread around that poison and basically get you really knocked down there. But Dugtrio is just going to knock this out in one hit, so we're doing pretty good. If I actually leveled this Dugtrio up to level 75, or even a few levels, it probably could have taken care of Toxicroak and Tentacruel. What? I seriously lost to only one of you? What would have happened if I decided to fight you all at once, I wonder? As if something that trivial matters. So what then, huh? Are you going to kill me like you did my babies? I saw what you did. What you did to all of them. If that's my case, then so be it. I'd rather be with them than any of you in this room. Unfortunately for you, I'm feeling merciful. No, you're too valuable to just kill off. I need you for something. So this is what you've all resorted to, huh? Tying up my hands and throwing me into jail? That's how this is now. You've done this to countless people before you. Now you'll be able to experience what they did. I at least allowed them to walk about their cell without being tied up. And so that justifies everything? You're absolutely pathetic. I don't have to justify anything. Soon my babies will come to my aid. Their undying loyalty to me will motivate them to take down each and every one of you. I'm not so sure about that one, Valerie. What? Why? I told them about how you plan to ditch them all. That undying loyalty you talked about before seemed to have died. No one's coming to save you, Valerie. Loyalty is a two-way street. You are a fool to have faith in them anyway. Loyalty is nothing but business. It can be bought. They were only that way because you provided them with a safe haven, and because they thought that you were strong. But in reality, you were no stronger than all of them combined. The moment someone stronger showed up, they flocked to them. There will always be someone above you, and they will eventually take what's yours. And I happen to be that someone, and I've already taken everything. And now, you reap what you sow, Valerie Cursey. That's all true then. Let me ask you something then, Madam X. That's all true. And there's someone above you, and waiting to take everything you love. And I just want to ask you something very simple. Who's above you, Madam X? Who will be the one to take every single thing you love? Who will be the one to knock you down from that pedestal you stand so high on? And to a very simple question, I give you a very simple answer. No one. Madam X said she would be on the stern of the ship, which is behind us. I'm going to find out what exactly she has planned. Icy, would you join me? I don't exactly feel safe being near her by myself. And we will join her, but we're going to be doing that on the next part. We actually accomplished quite a bit. A little bit of story here, a little bit of a puzzle, and we got to fight Captain Valery. So that was pretty fun. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, hope it helps, and I will most definitely get you on the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and peace.